The restaurant buzzes with light and chatter, a stark contrast to Daniel's indifferent expression as he approaches. Neon signs cast a vibrant glow on the busy street, reflecting in Daniel's eyes as he pauses at the entrance. Inside, a flurry of activity. Waiters rushing, laughter echoing, and the clinking of glasses fill the air. Daniel steps into the lively scene, his detached gaze scanning the crowded tables. The aroma of rich food wafts through the air as Daniel moves deeper into the restaurant's vibrant heart. Warm light spills across the restaurant as Daniel sits alone, lost in shadow. He signals the waiter, his movements mechanical and detached. Daniel orders a lavish meal without a glance, his voice flat. His unfocused eyes reflect a deep, unspoken emptiness. Under the dim lights of the restaurant, Daniel takes a few bites, his expression unreadable. He pushes the plate away, the untouched food, a silent testament to his lack of appetite. His hand rises, a subtle signal cutting through the restaurant's murmur. The bill arrives, marking the end of a meal begun without joy and finished with indifference. Under the bright lights of the restaurant, Daniel stands at the cashier, his face a mask of disbelief. Daniel gestures wildly, his frustration palpable as he confronts the old cashier. "These food prices are insane," Daniel exclaims, his voice echoing in the crowded restaurant. The old cashier listens impassively, a silent witness to Daniel's escalating outrage. Shadows stretch across the warmly lit restaurant as an old cashier watches Daniel, his gaze heavy with unspoken knowledge. The air is thick with the scent of spices and simmering sauces, a sensory tapestry woven into the night. A knowing glint in the cashier's eye hints at a hidden truth, a cryptic warning hanging in the balance. "You see the price on the menu, but not the real cost," the cashier says, his words a chilling omen. Daniel walks away from the restaurant, his figure swallowed by the night's embrace. Neon signs paint the city in lurid hues, casting long, distorted shadows around him. The sounds of the city fade as Daniel's silhouette becomes one with the darkness. A distant voice echoes, "Food is everywhere. If I'm hungry, I can buy more." He disappears into the urban labyrinth, a solitary figure against the city's glow. Sunlight streams into Daniel's modern apartment, illuminating a sleek desk where he sits, exuding confidence. The minimalist decor reflects Daniel's successful lifestyle. Daniel's posture is relaxed, his gaze sharp and focused. A subtle smile plays on his lips, hinting at ambition. He commands the space with an air of quiet authority. The sterile conference room is bathed in harsh fluorescent light, casting a pale glow on the anxious faces gathered around the polished table. Each tick of the clock amplifies the silence, broken only by the nervous shuffling of papers. Daniel, his brow furrowed with concern, embodies the tension that grips the room. The air is thick with unspoken worries, each person bracing for the unknown. Bathed in the screen's glow, Daniel sits at his desk, a digital world reflecting in his focused gaze. He navigates through a maze of windows, each click amplifying the growing tension. His brow furrows as he stares at his bank account, the stark reality of the reduced balance sinking in. A concerned expression slowly etches across his face, revealing the weight of financial worries. Inside the bright grocery store, Daniel's focused gaze scans the shelves, a stark contrast to his usual casual approach. He picks up two similar items, his brow furrowed in concentration as he meticulously compares their labels. A determined set to his jaw, he carefully weighs the price per unit, a newfound frugality driving his actions. He examines the ingredients list with intense scrutiny, a hint of concern etched on his face. Daniel places one item back on the shelf, a small victory in his quest for the best value. Clutching his chosen product, a subtle smile plays on his lips, a sign of quiet satisfaction. Daniel moves with intent in his modest apartment, preparing a meal with practiced efficiency. Sunlight streams through the window, casting a glow on the clean, functional space around him. Each movement is economical, a reflection of his practical approach to life. The simple meal takes shape, a testament to his self-sufficiency and quiet determination. The market buzzes. A vibrant tapestry of colors and sounds envelops Daniel as he steps into the throng. He navigates through the lively chaos, observing vendors hawking their wares with practiced flair. A kaleidoscope of produce, ripe fruits, fresh vegetables piles high, each stall a feast for the senses. Daniel pauses, his gaze drifting over a display of exotic spices, their aromas mingling in the air. The market teems with life, a microcosm of the city, unfolding before Daniel's observant eyes. Under the vibrant market sun, Daniel approaches, drawn by the sight of fresh produce. A farmer sits wearily beside baskets, overflowing with colorful vegetables. His face, etched with lines of labor, tells a silent story of hardship and resilience. The market buzzes around them, a stark contrast to the farmer's quiet fatigue. Daniel pauses, observing the farmer's weary posture with a thoughtful gaze. The air is filled with earthy scents, a mix of fresh produce and sun-baked soil. The market buzzes with energy, a kaleidoscope of colors and sounds swirling around Daniel mid-30 seconds as he navigates the crowded stalls. Daniel stops at a farmer's vegetable stand, the fresh produce displayed in neat rows, catching the sunlight. Daniel's brow furrows slightly as he eyes the vegetables, his expression a mix of curiosity and concern. Daniel's voice cuts through the market's noise, a direct question aimed at the farmer. "Why are your vegetables so costly?" The farmer's eyes crinkle at the corners, his smile gentle and knowing as he prepares to answer Daniel's query. The farmer's gentle smile suggests a deeper understanding of value. The market square pulses with life under the bright sun, a symphony of voices rising from vendors and shoppers alike. Farmers proudly display their harvests, their stalls overflowing with the vibrant colors of fresh produce. A weathered farmer stands behind his vegetable stand, his face etched with the stories of sun and soil. His hands, gnarled with age and labor, caress a ripe tomato, a testament to his life's work. He surveys his produce with pride. These vegetables grow with early mornings, long days, tired backs, and hope, the farmer proclaims. The market buzzes under the sun's relentless glare. Farmers hawk their goods, their faces etched with the day's toil. Fresh produce bursts with color, tempting buyers in the crowded market square. A weathered farmer wipes his brow, the sun reflecting off beads of sweat. He gazes wearily at the sky, a silent prayer for fortune etched on his face. Some days, the rain destroys everything. The farmer laments, his voice barely audible above the market's din. Some days we are nothing, he continues, the weight of uncertainty heavy in his eyes. Amidst the vibrant bustle of the market, Daniel listens intently, his gaze fixed on the weathered farmer. The farmer gestures, his hands calloused and strong, narrating the story of toil and dedication. Daniel absorbs the farmer's words, a silent acknowledgement of the labor woven into every harvest. Sunlight filters through the market's canopy, casting a warm glow on Daniel's contemplative face. A deep understanding dawns in Daniel's eyes, recognizing the profound effort behind the simple act of providing. Under the harsh fluorescent light, Daniel stands at his kitchen sink, his movements measured and calm. He methodically washes rice in a metal bowl, each grain a small act of purpose in the sterile setting. Swirling the rice, his mind wanders, the present fading as memories begin to surface. The image of the farmer's weathered face etches itself into his thoughts, a stark reminder of nature's power. The farmer's earnest words echo in his mind, a whisper of hope amid the uncertainty. I remember the farmer's words about waiting for rain, Daniel thinks, a silent mantra in the quiet kitchen. In his quiet apartment, Daniel stands at the kitchen counter, a silhouette against the soft evening light. His hands move with a deliberate grace, each slice precise and thoughtful as he prepares the vegetables. He pauses, the vibrant colors of the produce catching his eye. a silent appreciation in his gaze. A flicker of memory crosses his face, the image of the farmer's weathered hands imprinted in his mind. He holds a tomato, turning it slowly in his hand, his touch almost reverent, filled with respect. Each movement is now imbued with a deeper meaning, a connection to the earth and the hands that toiled. Warm light bathes Daniel's tidy apartment, reflecting off the stainless steel in his cozy kitchen. Daniel stands at the stove, a picture of calm amidst the quiet evening. With deliberate grace, he stirs a simmering sauce, each movement precise and savored. He finds solace and appreciation in the simple rhythmic act of cooking. The kitchen is his sanctuary, a space of order and comfort. In his small, tidy apartment, Daniel finds peace in the mundane. Inside Daniel's apartment, the evening casts long shadows as he sits down to eat. He savors the first bite, a moment of pure, unadulterated pleasure. The warmth of the food spreads through him, a comforting embrace against the chill of the evening. Each flavor unfolds on his palate, a symphony of taste and texture. He chews slowly, deliberately, lost in the simple joy of nourishment. In this quiet moment, the apartment transforms into a sanctuary of warmth and comfort. The setting sun casts a warm, orange glow over Daniel's apartment, painting the walls with hues of gold and amber. A soft light fills the room, creating an atmosphere of gentle tranquility. A profound sense of gratitude washes over me, an unfamiliar warmth spreading through my soul. The light deepens, shadows lengthen, the emotion palpable. Under the stark daylight, a long line of people stretches towards the entrance of the food shelter, their faces etched with quiet anticipation. Daniel arrives with a friend, observing the scene with a mixture of empathy and concern. The air is still heavy with unspoken needs as each person waits their turn. Sunlight glints off the worn facade of the food shelter, a beacon of hope amidst hardship. A palpable sense of community and resilience pervades the line, binding them together in shared circumstances. Inside the food shelter, Daniel observes the distribution of meager rations. Faces light up with gratitude as individuals receive their portions. A mix of hope and desperation fills the air. The stark reality of scarcity is palpable. Daniel's expression reflects a deep sense of empathy. Every small gesture of kindness carries immense weight. Inside the food shelter, Daniel watches as people line up, their faces etched with worry and anticipation. Hands reach out, grasping for sustenance, a silent testament to their struggle. In their eyes, a flicker of hope ignites amidst the grim reality. A shared moment of relief washes over the crowd as they receive the food. Sunlight streams through grimy windows, casting a stark light on the rows of canned goods in the food shelter. Daniel, gaunt and weary, holds a can of peaches, his face etched with hardship. He turns the can over, his eyes reflecting a glimmer of something more than hunger. The peaches become a symbol, a small beacon of hope amidst the desolation. His grip tightens on the can, a silent vow to survive echoing in the desolate shelter. In Daniel's eyes, a promise of survival shines brighter than the dim light filtering through the windows. Sunlight streams into the food shelter, casting long shadows across rows of canned goods. Daniel, mid-30 seconds, surveys the scene, his expression a mix of gratitude and concern. He sees beyond mere sustenance, recognizing the time and effort embodied in each can. The weight of responsibility settles on his shoulders as he scans the precious supplies. Each item represents a lifeline, a testament to sacrifice in a world of scarcity. Sunlight floods the food shelter as Daniel surveys the bustling scene, his eyes reflecting a deep sense of purpose. Volunteers work tirelessly, their faces etched with resolve as they sort and pack essential supplies. Shelves overflow with food, a vital lifeline for those in need. Daniel's gaze softens, a profound realization dawning upon him amidst the organized chaos. Food transcends mere sustenance. It embodies life itself, a treasure to be protected at all costs. Daniel walks through the vibrant produce section, his gaze sweeping over the colorful display. He picks up a ripe tomato, carefully inspecting its skin. Gently, he places the selected tomato into his basket, a deliberate choice made. Moving through the aisles, he focuses on essentials. He resists the allure of brightly packaged snacks and sugary drinks. Sunlight bathes Daniel's apartment, highlighting the stark neatness of the space. At the kitchen counter, Daniel meticulously chops vegetables with practiced precision. Each slice is deliberate, aimed at minimizing waste, a study in efficiency. He carefully gathers the vegetable scraps, a ritual of resourcefulness. The scraps are methodically placed into a container. Nothing is carelessly discarded. Sunlight warms the busy street as Daniel walks with purpose, a takeout container held gently in his hands. A figure sits huddled on the sidewalk, a silent observer in the city's relentless motion. Daniel approaches, his shadow falling softly over the seated figure. With a genuine smile, Daniel offers the container, a gesture of kindness amidst the urban landscape. The homeless person looks up, surprise and gratitude flickering in their eyes as they accept Daniel's gift. In the warm light of his apartment, Daniel prepares to eat, a moment of quiet anticipation before him. He pauses, his eyes gently closing as gratitude washes over him. A silent thank you for the simple meal laid out before him. A moment of reflection before the evening's repast begins. Evening descends in Daniel's apartment as the setting sun casts long shadows, painting the room in hues of gold and introspection. Lost in thought, Daniel reflects on the evolution of his relationship with food, a journey from necessity to art. Food, once merely sustenance, now represents comfort and connection, a tapestry of flavors and memories. Each dish tells a story, each ingredient a brushstroke on the canvas of his life. He muses on the power of food to evoke emotion, to transport him back to cherished moments and loved ones. Daniel enters the familiar restaurant, the scent of comfort food hanging in the air. He approaches the counter, a ghost of his former self, ordering a smaller portion, a silent admission of change. The server nods, recognizing the unspoken story in his eyes. Daniel waits, a quiet contemplation etched on his face. Sunlight floods the restaurant, highlighting dust motes swirling in the air. Daniel sits alone, a plate of food before him, an oasis of calm. He eats slowly, deliberately, savoring each bite with closed eyes. His face is serene, lost in a symphony of tastes and textures. Each chew is a thoughtful meditation, a moment of pure appreciation. The world outside fades as Daniel finds solace in the simple act of eating. In a sunlit restaurant, Daniel sits, a portrait of pure contentment. He savors each bite with focused appreciation, his eyes reflecting the rich flavors. Not a single morsel is left. The plate is spotless before him. His meticulousness reveals a deep respect for the meal. Quiet nod acknowledges the unseen effort and artistry behind the dish. Inside the bustling restaurant, Daniel settles his bill, a polite transaction concluding with a simple nod. Daniel's eyes lift, a genuine smile spreading across his face as he acknowledges the old cashier. Gratitude laces his tone as he offers a sincere thank you. The cashier returns the warm gesture, a silent exchange of kindness in the busy environment. Daniel turns to leave, a light and pleasant demeanor marking his exit from the restaurant. The bustling restaurant buzzes with midday energy. Sunlight streams through the windows, illuminating the worn tables. Daniel approaches the old cashier, a changed man. The cashier's eyes twinkle with knowing amusement. A silent acknowledgement passes between them, years of stories shared. The market buzzes with life as Daniel strolls through, his smile warm and inviting amidst the vibrant chaos. He pauses at a vegetable stand, a familiar haven of fresh produce under the sun's generous gaze. The farmer meticulously arranges his harvest, a tableau of Earth's bounty. Daniel greets the farmer, their friendly chat weaving into the market's lively symphony as he chooses his vegetables. Sunlight floods the market square, a symphony of colors amidst bustling stalls overflowing with fresh produce. Daniel, in his early 22nd, stands captivated by the vibrant tableau of sights, sounds, and smells. Farmers hawk their goods, their voices blending into a lively chorus of friendly rivalry. Daniel listens intently as a weathered farmer recounts the unpredictable hardships of farming. The farmer speaks of long hours and constant battles against relentless elements. He passionately describes the profound satisfaction of nurturing life from the soil for the community. Sunlight floods Daniel's apartment, illuminating the tranquil scene as he steps onto his small balcony. Amidst pots and soil, Daniel's focused calm is palpable as he prepares to plant a small herb garden. His fingers gently press seeds into the earth, each movement precise and deliberate. A quiet connection with nature washes over Daniel, grounding him in the simple act of planting. The promise of new life sprouts in the soil, mirroring a sense of renewal within Daniel himself. Sunlight floods Daniel's cozy apartment, illuminating the dust motes dancing in the air. At the kitchen counter, Daniel orchestrates a symphony of aromas, a culinary artist at work. He carefully snips fresh herbs, their vibrant green, a stark contrast to the worn wooden board. The fragrance intensifies as he sprinkles the herbs into a simmering pot. Flavors meld together, creating an intoxicating blend. The comforting scene fills the apartment with warmth. Under the open sky, Daniel stands ready at the food shelter, a worn apron tied around him, a beacon of hope. He prepares meals, each motion filled with care, as he prepares to offer sustenance and warmth. With a warm smile, Daniel offers each plate, his eyes meeting theirs with genuine kindness. In serving, he shares dignity, his presence a comforting constant in their day. Sunlight streams over the food shelter as Daniel navigates the crowd, his face reflecting deep empathy. He offers a comforting hand to a woman, her worn coat a stark testament to hardship. A quiet word of solace is shared with an elderly man, his cane supporting more than just his weight. Daniel's playful fist bump brings a fleeting smile to a young boy's face, a spark of joy amidst the gloom. Each gesture, a silent symphony of compassion, resonates within the heart of the shelter. Golden sunlight bathes Daniel's apartment, casting a warm glow over the cozy space as evening descends. The inviting aroma of home-cooked food fills the air, promising a delightful gathering. With a cheerful smile, Daniel meticulously sets the table, his anticipation palpable. His eyes scan the room, a final check to ensure every detail is perfect for his friends. A sense of warmth and eager expectation hangs in the air, awaiting the arrival of cherished guests. Sunset paints Daniel's apartment in warm hues as friends gather, curiosity lighting their faces around a table laden with food. A spark of passion ignites in Daniel's eyes as he begins. "I want to tell you all something that changed how I see food forever." Friend one leans forward, intrigued. "We're all ears, Daniel." Daniel gestures, his voice earnest. "It's about appreciating the simple things, the love poured into making a meal." Friend two asks, "So, how do we start appreciating food more?" "By slowing down, by truly tasting, by understanding where it comes from," Daniel says. "That is why I invited you all here tonight." Soft light bathes Daniel's apartment, a haven of warmth, as friends gather around the table, ready to share a meal. Laughter and lively chatter fill the air as they savor each bite, the atmosphere thick with camaraderie and joy. The clinking of glasses and heartfelt stories intertwine, creating a tapestry of shared moments and genuine connection. The friends express gratitude for the food and the joy of each other's company, a testament to their cherished bond. Bathed in sunlight, Daniel ambles through the park, a gentle smile playing on his lips as he soaks in the serene atmosphere. He pauses, inhaling deeply, the crisp air filling his lungs with a sense of peace and tranquility. His eyes light up with warmth as he watches a group of children playing, their laughter echoing through the park. A profound sense of contentment washes over Daniel as he observes the joyful scene. His heart full. Sunlight filters through the trees, scattering shadows across the park as Daniel sits on a bench, lost in thought. He reflects on his journey, the challenges overcome, and the newfound appreciation for the value of food. A gentle breeze whispers through the leaves, carrying the scent of fresh grass and blooming flowers. Contentment washes over Daniel as he contemplates the profound lessons learned, a sense of peace settling in. Daniel sits at his table, a simple meal laid out before him in the quiet of his apartment. A wave of contentment washes over Daniel as he gazes at the food, a rare moment of peace. He bows his head, gratitude filling his heart for the simple gift of nourishment. Food may have a price in money, but its true value is priceless.